In our new series, Hawkeye, Jeremy and I both play expert archers.
Rappers.
Not that kind of rapper.
You're expert gift rapper.
Yes, and right now we are going to compete to see who can do a better job wrapping a Christmas present.
Let's do this. Watch and learn. Yes.
Oh, I got
That's
it.
very good. All right.
Little stamp.
Some tape. All right.
Okay.
You ready? Wait, hold on a second. Okay. Merry Christmas.
Wow. Call it a draw?
Well, whatever's inside is broken anyway, so
Okay.
I mean,
No,
it's the outside that counts,
Okay.
right?
Perfect. It's the outside that counts.
What up, guys? We're about to watch the new trailer. I'm quite nervous, actually. Oh! Get it! Oh!
Bro, do it, my guy.
Wow.
You see the
Wow! Oh my
With the
goodness,
stunts.
we got
With
that.
the stunts.
No, that's hard.
Yeah,
looks
that's
tight.
the gator. Whoa! 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 People are gonna go crazy when they see that bit. Oh my goodness.
Hey guys, about 10 minutes left till the trailer drops on this channel. Like and subscribe, and get ready.
Do you know why I love movies?
The fans.
And the fans have spoken. Marvel's Eternals is the #1 movie in the world 2 weeks in a row.
Hell yes.
Don't miss the film that will change the Marvel Universe forever. Wait till you see this.
That's really good marketing material.
Marvel's Eternals.
Can we go to space, too?
Let's wait till you get your learner's permit, okay?
Rated PG-13, now playing.
It's Disney Plus Day. Let's celebrate with a look back and a reveal of what is to come. This year, we had our worlds rocked with Marvel Studios' first original series, the reality-bending Marvel Studios WandaVision, the high-flying heroics of Marvel Studios' The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the timeline-traversing Marvel Studios' Loki, and the multiverse-shattering Marvel Studios' What If? All of which have forever altered the Marvel Cinematic Universe from taking on new titles to splintering the timeline to saving the multiverse. And in a few more days, we'll be ready to deck the halls and some bad guys in Marvel Studios' Hawkeye on November 24th. Plus, we got new series that dive into MCU characters' stories in Marvel Studios Legends, and the making of Marvel Studios' new original series and films with Marvel Studios Assembled. Also this year, the epic spy adventure Marvel Studios' Black Widow premiered on Disney+. Not to mention the Marvel Studios Infinity Saga with a total of 20 iconic films which has been made available for streaming. And that doesn't even scratch the surface of what is to come. So, to celebrate this incredible year, Disney Plus is dropping epic new streaming content. First of which is the exciting introduction of a new superhero to the MCU in Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is available to stream today on Disney+. But the party isn't over. Say hello to IMAX Enhanced on Disney+, a series of streaming and technology advancements that elevate the at-home streaming experience. Beginning today, Marvel Studios' Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and other select Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, including Marvel Studios' Avengers Infinity War and Marvel Studios' Avengers Endgame, will be available in IMAX's expanded aspect ratio. So you feel like you're really there with more of the picture and the action right from the comfort of home. Everyone should get a chance to experience this, so for Disney Plus Day, you can sign up to get a Disney Plus subscription for just $1.99 for your first month. Visit DisneyPlus.com for more details. And keep an eye here on the official Marvel YouTube channel for special looks into the behind the scenes of Marvel Studios films and series, with deep dives into their visual effects, delightful and daring cast and filmmaker interviews, as well as new trailers, breaking Disney Plus and Marvel Studios news, and much more. Now go out there and celebrate Disney Plus Day with endless entertainment. Fans assemble!
I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be here.
The only thing standing in the way of the end of the world is me.
Anyone who's seen Marvel Studios Loki knows that we are exploring new corners of the MCU, which is why I'm speaking with VFX supervisor Brad Parker. Hey, Brad.
Hey there.
So let's speak a little bit about the Time Variance Authority. It's the first new location we get to see Loki in. How would you describe the overall aesthetic of the TVA?
Well, the TVA has this really cool sort of retro-futuristic look to it. There are elements of sort of analog technology and early 1980s digital technology mixed with a few technologies that are very much from the future. So that's sort of mashed together into this very unique aesthetic, but has this kind of patina of being something that may have happened in the past, even though the size, scope, and scale of it feels like it must be in the future.
It really is appropriately a timeless look, and you can really see that in the expanse at the TVA. How do you take actors and put them into a shot like that?
Everything beyond the window that Loki and Mobius are standing in front of was created digitally. On set, we had a hallway and a window frame, and our actors were able to look out into a blue screen, but everything beyond that was created entirely in the computer.
So then, once you have all of those elements, how do you build out the expanse with your team?
So building something like the Expanse takes a lot of artists building a lot of individual elements. that can run anywhere from the basic architecture, meaning the sort of columns and posts and walls that comprise the structures inside the expanse, but also atmospheric effects like clouds and fog and little vehicles flying around. An insane amount of detail goes into creating something like the expanse.
Another place that we see that immense detail is at the archives at the TVA. What kind of work goes into filling out that space?
Yeah, so the archives are really interesting. Production actually filmed in a real hotel in Atlanta, and the archives were sort of an extension of that. So that's a good example of digital set extensions where we started with a real place, but the real place wasn't as large and, didn't create this kind of infinite archive feel. But it did give us a really good guide as to what the architecture would be and what sort of the palette of the space would be. So we were able to kind of riff off of that and build something much larger, much more infinite looking, based on that kind of real world practical photography. And that's something that I would add is that when you're able to mix real places with visual effects, the results are often very, very believable. It's a great way to work.
So could you talk us through the layers that pull together that whole shot?
When we're creating a digital set extension, we'll get what's called a plate. And a plate is basically the photography with no visual effects. And we'll match the lens. So anything that we build digitally looks like it was photographed by the cinematographer. The next step would be to add a 3D model that represents the architecture and details. Things like, all the books on the bookshelves, for example. All of those details are combined together into a shot that's then composited.
Absolutely incredible. But now let's fast forward to the end of the series where we go on this epic journey to the Citadel. What goes into bringing that kind of sequence to life?
So in order to create this travel through time and space, we started with a rough guide that the editorial department put together. This was a series of clips and pre-visualizations of the sort of travel experience, which planets we'd pass by, which black holes we'd travel through, and how long the entire sequence might take. So based on that, our team of digital artists started to create sort of space geography, those structures, the material that we travel through, the black holes that we travel through, and kind of place them all out into a sequence that's then sort of approved by the director and our editors. Once that is all approved, we work on refining it and making it look believable and realistic. So in this case, it's creating sort of gaseous space elements and, believable planets and the timeline itself, the sacred timeline, which all kind of ends at the Citadel, where He Who Remains resides. The process for creating that was really to kind of sculpt what this planetoid would be like in 3 dimensions.
Disney Plus
and we
Day.
built the Citadel, all the architecture, every last
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. That was when you found out.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors. From every universe.
Hello, Peter. You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You're flying out into the darkness to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Look, there has to be another way.
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
You're not gonna take this away from me.
Peter, you're struggling to have everything you want while the world tries to make you choose.
This is all my fault. I can't save everyone. What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
December 17th, exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th. Spider Monday.